Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of ChargePoint, ticker symbol CHPT. And so I wanted to go over this chart today because the third and final gap was filled on the day, December 21st. And so the three gaps that we previously had to fill are marked on the chart in these thick blue lines, two to the upside, one at $2.90.5, another at $3.03. Those were filled on December 14th and 15th. And so I'm going to delete both of those lines here so they're not obscuring our view. Actually, I might leave this one just as kind of a reminder because that was around the open $3.02, so pretty close to $3.03 on, December 15th. And then today, December 21st, we filled this gap to the downside that was formed between December 13th and 14th, marked by this thick blue line here at $2.42. And so the low of the day was $2.34. So that gap has been filled. And so I had previously made a video calling for $3 to be hit, which happened last week. But then I also noted that there was this gap to the downside, which we just filled. So I think that's great news. And so what I would like to see, actually, I'm going to put that line back up there. I'm just going to make it thinner. What I would like to see is consolidation around this level, $2.42, over the next few days. And so basically, if we look at the chart here, we can see some consolidation here, some sideways movement before a move upwards. So that's what I would like to see. And I actually previously made a video on Nikola and how I wanted to see, following the drop, consolidation at a level of support before a move higher. And that's exactly what happened with that stock. I'm hoping that's what happens with ChargePoint. So over the next few days, if it can hold $2.42, maybe having some tails dip below that, but closing above and not necessarily closing in a higher trending channel, because that could be a bearish channel that would break to the downside. I do think it is nice that we see this downtrending channel here that looks like, it could be a bearish trend, a bullish flag, a bull flag or bullish consolidation that would tend to break to the upside. So that is what I'm hoping for. But what I think we need to see first is some consolidation, finding support, and then we could continue higher to back to $3 or even higher, like a $3.30 marked in orange based on the high of November 3rd, or marked in red, $3.54 based on the high of November 15th. I do, however, think that there is some potential for it to move lower, like this line that I have marked in green at $2.22 based on the high of December 4th. That also does coincide with the volumes. This histogram on the side here is a volume profile showing that there has been more price action down here, suggesting that that could start to serve as some solid support. Whereas based on the current price at, $2.44, there's kind of this gap here in the volume. So there's not much trading action that has occurred at these levels. So this little gap, if you will, in the histogram may not serve as strong support. So there might be a dip down to $2.22. I also want to point out that this dashed green line is the point of interest. And so that is going to be where you can see all of this, sideways consolidation. And so that seems like it would be a point of interest that would serve as potential support. You can also see the histogram is pretty high there, showing that there's a lot of volume. And so my hope is that if the price does not hold $2.40, if it breaks lower, hopefully it consolidates around $2.22. If not, I think $2 is going to be some pretty solid support. And I also do have $1.95 marked in white there, which is based on the low on, November 17th, when there was this gap down. So I do think that there's a good amount of support to the downside between the current price and $2. Hopefully $2.40 holds. If not, $2.22 does seem like there will be some support there. So I am expecting consolidation before a move to the upside, which could go higher than the prior high here on December 15th, which was $3.13. So I'm hoping that it could get as high as $3.30 or $3.54, and possibly going up to fill this, I believe, 1 penny gap up at a price of $4.71. So that is what I am hoping. And I also want to point out, before I forget, if we look at the 50-day moving average, this purple line, and I zoom in on that, the open today was, let's see, $2.58, which is right around the 50-day moving average of $2.59.3. So unfortunately, the price is below that level. So it would be great if over the next few trading days, maybe we consolidate below it, but then get a move up to reclaim above the 50-day moving average and this yellow line at $2.73 before, of course, continuing higher. So that is what I am hoping, and I am thinking that now that this gap is filled, there's not really too much pulling us down other than consolidation, which I think is, of course, important to form a floor before moving higher. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you like it, share your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Thanks a lot for watching.